recently going through all the photo albums and the pictures of, the childhood and everything in our photo albums, I realized my Aunt Mary had been there for so many of my family vacations and parties and everything. I mean, it was amazing how many pictures she had of me and my brothers and sisters, of growing up as children and everything, big moments in our lives. But we're going to go, so how big a part she was in my childhood.
Well, now, why don't you just say she wrecked your life? She got you to move to Kansas
Well,
City.
I was going to say that, Mom. I was getting to that. I was getting to that.
She sucked us in, made us move to Kansas City.
I was getting to that point, Mom. Well, my Aunt Mary and my mom have been probably almost best. They've been best friends for years. And so back when I was 16, my Aunt Mary convinced my mom to move to Kansas City. Well, so we seemed to follow her to Kansas City.
Saved us phone bills.
Yes, it did. I heard the stories I've heard since then of the phone bills that they used to get, $300-400 a month phone bills. I've heard recently, and then here we are. So we've been following my Aunt Mary for most of my life. Now we are all. They moved to Florida, and here we all are back in Florida. She got my mom to move to Florida again, and shortly, a few months after that.
Believe me, it was
Me
Mary.
and my family are in Florida. But what I wanted to say is I hadn't seen my Aunt Mary it had been several years since I'd seen her, and I remember the first 4th of July I came down here. I just moved to Florida, and we came down, get a phone call, you have to come to 4th of July. Have to come over to Ricky's and Mary's for 4th of July. I come down there, and I hadn't seen my Aunt Mary for years. The next thing I know, we're out on the back patio, and she got those. I brought some Jamaican Me Lovey. She had to have her Jamaican Me Lovey. Wine coolers, wanted those, and the next
Making me happy.
Okay, it's making me happy. But I remember sitting there, and it had been like it'd been yesterday since we had been here, and I enjoyed the fact that we'd sit out there every other holiday since then. We'd be coming down hours and hours on the patio just talking and catching up. I was so happy I've been able to move to Florida and actually get to know her. Got to know her as an adult as her my aunt, but now I've gotten to know her as an adult. And as a person, it's so different finding someone else and finding who they are as an adult. And I'm so glad I've been able to spend the last few years getting to know her as a real person.
Okay, Kathy.